The Texans have the pieces. Can CJ Stroud finally get Houston over the hump? Stroud steps back from his center and claps his hands emphatically to punctuate an admonishment to multiple members of his revamped offensive line. They had fallen for their own Houston Texans quarterback's hard count, aborting a play midway through an 11-on-11 series on day 4 of training camp. Stroud and company quickly reset, with the fourth-year pro barking another cadence.
Fruit flies taking over your kitchen? This discreet plug-in trap uses light to attract flying insects, then captures them on a replaceable adhesive cartridge, without noisy zapping or messy sprays. Want to get the best verified deal and see full details? Visit grabdeal.us/1 right now.
This time, the play gets off without a hitch. Stroud takes a quick drop, turns to his right, and hits Nico Collins in stride on a slant, allowing the powerful wide receiver to deliver a chain-moving gain. Stroud's body language conveys a "that's more like it" attitude as the players stride to the new line of scrimmage. Advertisement there entrenched in the dog days of summer, with the start of the 2026 NFL season still more than a month away. The Texans have lofty expectations. Coach DeMeco Ryans and his assistants have made precision a point of emphasis during camp. Regardless of position, the Texans must be precise with positioning, hand and foot placement, assignment execution, and certainly snap counts. The devil's in the details, as they say, and the Texans can ill afford to derail another potential-rich season by committing self-inflicted mistakes. This is a crucial year for the Texans, who have failed in 3 straight attempts to get over the divisional playoff round hump. Still, few individuals find themselves under the pressure that rests on Stroud's shoulders, a symbol of hope when Houston drafted him with the No. 2 pick in 2023, and one of the catalysts for 3 straight postseason appearances. Stroud fell prey to uncharacteristically poor ball security last winter. Those decision-making errors and execution lapses cost the Texans a trip to the Super Bowl. Given the dominant nature of their defense during the playoffs, Houston could have cruised to Santa Clara had Stroud avoided the 4 interceptions, panic-induced throws he had no business forcing. That cost the Texans dearly against the eventual AFC representative New England Patriots. Even after Stroud's dreadful performance against the Patriots, Ryans profusely expressed support for and undying loyalty to his quarterback. Then, during the offseason, Texans general manager Nick Caserio did everything in his power to upgrade Stroud's supporting cast. He further fortified an already imposing defense and overhauled the Texans' offensive line, tight end, and running back position groups. Caserio did not, however, award Stroud a record-breaking long-term contract extension, opting instead to take a patient approach by letting the passer play out the 4th season of his rookie deal before revisiting the contract. Anchoring the team is a star-studded defense featuring one of the best pass-rushing tandems, Will Anderson Jr. and Danielle Hunter, physical, rangy middle linebacker Aziz Al-Shar, impressive defensive backs Derek Stingley Jr., Camry Lassiter and Callan Bullock, and free agent pickup Reed Blankenship. Advertisement to upgrade a pass-catching unit highlighted by Collins, Tank Dell, and emerging options Jaden Higgins and Jalen Noel. Caserio drafted tight end Marlon Klein in the 2nd round and signed veteran Foster Moreau to complement Dalton Schultz. He traded for David Montgomery, pairing the punishing, downhill runner with young Woody Marks to form a versatile backfield. Caserio also drafted center Keelan Rutledge in the 1st round out of Georgia Tech, signed 3-time Pro Bowl guard Wyatt Teller to line up alongside promising second-year left tackle Aaron T. Ursery, and added 8-year veteran Braden Smith as insurance for massive right tackle Trent Brown. Now, Stroud must do his part and provide the leadership, poise, and execution necessary to turn this promising roster into a true juggernaut. Confidence, comfort, and decision-making are the key areas the Texans hope and need to see Stroud grow the most. His coaches and teammates believe the quarterback is capable of doing so. One of the elements that made Stroud's rookie season so impressive involved his passing accuracy and ability to take care of the football. That 2023 season saw him complete 63.9% of his passes while throwing 23 touchdowns and only 5 interceptions. While Stroud regressed in year 2, throwing 12 interceptions along with 20 touchdowns, he took steps toward improvement last season, his first with current offensive coordinator Nick Caley, and posted a career-best completion percentage, 64.5, and cut down on his turnovers 8 interceptions while throwing 19 touchdown passes. Last winter's playoff struggles left a lasting impression, but Caley says Stroud displayed significant growth last season and sees signs of further improvement this season based on Stroud's greater understanding of the system. Advertisement? You see it just in his confidence, Caley said after Friday's practice. He can move on from one play to the next, sees the game very well. He has just put in a lot of time, man, but I just see the year 2 step in the system, and I'm proud of him. And it's not just CJ, but the entire offense, the guys that are back from last year. You can feel it just even in terms of the operation, in terms of understanding fully the ins and the outs, the 300 and 400 levels of everything that we're doing now. Said Bullock, you can see CJ's more comfortable out there based on him making better reads, quicker decisions with the ball. He's our leader, but he will ask us questions about things we see, and he'll tell us what he's seeing. As they observe Stroud's approach to mastering the Texans system, sharpening his skills and cultivating relationships within the locker room, teammates have drawn inspiration from Stroud. He just does everything the right way, Ursary declared. And as somebody I care about, I want to protect and make sure he's got a good clean pocket when he goes out there so he doesn't have to overthink or anything like that, just so he can play fast and play his game, said Teller. He is absolutely one of the most genuine, caring young men I know. First day we were talking ball, and I was just like, whoa, you know ball. I've spent a lot of time in this league, and there's things that I'm learning still, and there's things that I know pretty dang well, and it shows you how intelligent he is when he's teaching you something. And you're 6 years older than him. When it comes to supporting Stroud, Houston's defense has already done a strong job, holding foes to 277.2 yards, fewest in the NFL, and 17.4 points, second fewest, while racking up 29 takeaways, third most. Meanwhile, Caley believes moves made this offseason will also lead to an improved rushing attack. That should translate into more success on first and second downs, more manageable third down situations, and from there, Stroud must capitalize, and not in some dramatic way. When discussing areas of needed growth for Stroud and the passing attack, Ryans revealed a specific challenge he extended. Advertisement, one thing I've been harping on with our quarterbacks is just, let's be elite decision makers. You touch the football every single snap. So as the quarterback, you have to make great decisions with the football, and sometimes a great decision, it may not be throwing the football, it may be tucking it, it may be running it. It may be throwing the ball in the dirt. But just make great decisions, and know we always have that next play mentality. Because of the stature of their position, quarterbacks often feel the pressure to deliver great heroics. But if he takes Ryan's words to heart, the simplistic approach of mastering the details, focusing on precision and sound decision-making, Stroud could give himself his best chance of fully delivering on the promise that the Texans have seen in him, and thus, take his team and his career to the next level.